Hello students, I am A.K. Jha from Faculty of Biology, Mahatma Gandhi Shikshan Sansthan. Today I am going to explain the nucleus, which is present in both plant and animal cell. The cell which contains true nucleus is called eukaryotic cell, and the cell which contains incipient nucleus or undeveloped nucleus is called prokaryotic cell. Today I am going to explain the nucleus of eukaryotic cell. Nucleus is the central controlling and regulating center of the cell. Nucleus is central controlling and regulating center of the cell. In animal cell, usually nucleus present in center, but in plant cell, nucleus is pushed aside due to presence of large vacuole. Now, nucleus is bounded by a membrane which is called nuclear membrane. Nuclear membrane is also like plasma membrane or cell membrane, which is double layered membrane made up of lipid and protein. The contents of nucleus bounded by nuclear membrane is called nucleoplasm. That means nucleoplasm is the contents of nucleus bounded by nuclear membrane. Liquid part of the nucleoplasm is called nuclear sac. The nuclear sac is the liquid part of nucleoplasm. Liquid part of nucleoplasm is called nuclear sac. And nucleolar organelles. The contents of nucleus present inside the nucleoplasm is called nucleolar organelles. So there are two nucleolar organelles. First is nucleolus. So nucleolus is a central massive round structure, that is nucleus of the nucleus, center of the nucleus. It is made up of RNA. Nucleolus is central massive round structure made up of RNA. And next is chromatin network. It is thread-like interwoven structures. Thread-like structures made up of DNA and protein, which is a stage of chromosome. And chromosomes are genetic material made up of DNA and protein. Chromosome number remains fixed in a number of particular species, and due to certain number of chromosomes in a particular species, their characters are identified. You are human because our each and every cell has 46 chromosomes. In the same way, every organism has a fixed number of chromosomes, and number of chromosomes decides their characteristics. Now we study about the chromosome. First of all, a structure of chromosome. The chromosome is made up of DNA and protein. There is a double helix of DNA bounded by a layer of protein. The layer of protein is called pellicle. Here is the structure of a chromosome. One end of chromosome, which is blunt, this end of chromosome is called telomere, and the chromosomal arm. At the center, there is a constriction and granule-like structure which is called kinetochore. This center is called centromere, and at the point of centromere, there is a constriction which is called primary constriction. So this centromere and primary constriction divide the chromosome into two arms. These are the chromosomal arms. Now on both the chromosomal arms, there are two another constrictions. At the chromosomal arm onto which telomere present, there is another constriction which is called secondary constriction first, and on the second arm of chromosome onto which satellite is formed is called secondary constriction second. Satellite is another end of chromosome which is rounded structures. sometimes satellites may not be present. The chromosome with satellite is called Z chromosome. So these are the different parts of chromosome. Now we study the types of chromosome on the basis of position of centromere and shape of chromosomal arms. First of all, telocentric. In telocentric, centromere present at the one end and chromosome has only one arm. Acrocentric, in which centromere present near to the one end, one arm of chromosome is very short and another arm is long and chromosome is rod shaped. Next is submetacentric, in which centromere present near to the center, one arm is slightly longer than other, chromosomes appears as L-shaped or J-shaped. And next is metacentric. In metacentric, centromere present at the center, both chromosomal arms are equal and chromosomes appears as V-shaped. In this way, there are four types of chromosome: telocentric, acrocentric, submetacentric, and metacentric.